After you say that, I'll go rate and review. So you just do the actual style, please.
The first line.
That's it.
Thanks. All right. Good to go. All right, welcome back to the Better Down Back podcast, powered by MyPlace. We got a rate and review last week, and probably our best episode so far, Em. And some feedback from a staff member about you, and I think it's actually quite fair enough, to be honest.
Okay, hit me. What is it?
I was quite good through the ads, but you were just snickering and laughing in the background, and how unprofessional that is from you.
Well, I'm going to expose this person because we did talk about it off air. Gabby Charlton is our physio, one of the men's physios. She's clearly given this feedback not to my face, so I'd much prefer her say it to me next time. But I'm not laughing at the ads. We love that we've got a sponsor, powered by MyPlace. I'm laughing because Jordan's probably said something absolutely ridiculous before it's happened. So I'm going to continue doing that. Oh, she's got a massive knock on the door.
Interesting.
But speaking of last week's episode, though,
Yeah,
it was great.
No, it was. It's funny that must be another sponsor trying to
Yeah,
get on
must
board. I think. Anyway,
And we're still laughing about it.
Em, just going back to that, don't be salty. Just get better. It's fine, right?
Okay.
Feedback. We asked for feedback. We got some. You can't shoot down the messengers.
Okay,
right?
no, sure, but then you say we're confidence players, so we only
And
want
we are
positive
confidence
feedback.
players, so Gabs, come on. She probably deserves a pump up next week. But anyway, for a show that celebrates defenders, we haven't had a single defender on yet, and we've continued on with that theme. And we've got the big, never miss, Jye Amiss sitting in the chair over here. So, Nev, how are you feeling?
Yeah, not bad.
Happy
Good
to
be on
on board?
footy. Yeah.
No, we're wrapped to have you.
You actually should be honoured that you've got a call up being another key forward because we have not had one defender on. So, well done. Next week we are going to have to brainstorm, though, because it's getting ridiculous.
Yeah, no, it certainly is. But it's nice to have another regional WA member in the room.
Yes,
Busselton, Northern, Mandurah.
Dumble Young.
Yes. Oh, no,
But just
not
say
quite.
Dandenong just for the sake of it.
Yeah, Dandadong. Dandenong.
Oh, perfect.
But yes, so latest news. Anyone got anything for us? Nev, what's happening in your life? Nice sponsored Toyota ad I saw on Instagram the other day.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, just a little ad, but nothing much, really. Looking to buy a house soon, actually.
Oh, exciting.
Incredible.
Exciting times, but other than that...
What
it's simple.
suburb?
Yeah.
East Freo.
Oh,
South Freo.
join the
that's where
long
they all
list.
One of
go.
them blokes. Yeah.
Yeah, boring.
Not Mr. Kensington over here, the king of Kensington.
Not quite.
Hey, Em, you're actually trying to move in a street around the corner, so
am I?
just button it over there, right?
No, well, nothing's really been happening for me. I've been busy at work, and I feel like we struggled to actually get the podcast occurring this week because do we want to talk about old mate having an appointment at this exact time?
It's a problem getting the defender
Speechless.
on. I'm speechless because they're hard to get, and I thought I've had walks for a couple of weeks in a row now, and all of a sudden he's had his 5th appointment of the week so far at 4 p.m. on a Thursday. Me knowing full well that he's actually got to be at the club in a development thing this Savo, so he had nothing on. So I've decided to go for a better bloke anyway, and I've got Nev. So
That's absolutely fine. How was training today, though, boys? Good?
Not bad, yeah.
When do you fly?
tomorrow morning, straight to Tassie.
Oh, brilliant.
Go gym in the morning.
Yeah.
Nice.
So
Get out of here.
we're looking forward to it.
Nice. Well, shall we kick things off with our first segment for the day?
We certainly should. This is the Anchors in Action.
Hey, put on your Superman case, boy. It's Wolfie time. Let's go.
Right, so Nev, I'm not sure if you're across this, or you might be. Depends, do you listen to the pod much?
I think I've maybe seen one.
Oh, wrong answer.
Yes, pathetic. Got some watching
Got
to
some
do.
watching to do.
Listening, I suppose. So this is where we highlight the unsung heroes, I suppose, around the club, and you can nominate anyone who you feel does a lot for you personally, for the club, for anyone, and doesn't get a lot of recognition. But this week for me, I've got mine loaded, ready to go, so I'm going to go off the bat, and I'm going Harry Garland. He's our stoppage and oppo analysis. And, you know, I feel like he just puts in a mountain of work each week, makes everyone's life a lot easier. And what we tend to see is just him presenting at the front of the room about the team that we're playing against and how we're going to go about it. But little do we know the weeks of vision he's watched, and all that, the hours he's putting in away from the club too, and that sort of thing. So H is my anchor in action this week.
It's elite. And my anchor in action is going to be the entire media team, because I feel like they just do so much and the overtime they do is ridiculous. So bring in swipe cards so they can swipe in and swipe out of their jobs. So just Brett, Britt and Cos, they're incredible. They always do all the filming, photos. We had Britt take photos for our leadership group yesterday. She was also here Friday with me, helping me do a voiceover for something, and she was just incredible. Got Brett sitting right next to me, so better give him a bit of a pump up. And then just LJ and Bailey, they were here on a Friday afternoon at about 4 p.m. Setting up the retro shoot for the Monday, and they literally had to get through 10 different shoot sets so they could practice it. So well done, team.
Nev.
Mine would actually be probably Neil McLean, our psychologist.
Nice.
Yeah, obviously a lot of the boys talk to him during the week, whether it's stuff at home or stuff that's happening out in the footy field. I think he's had a lot to offer since I've been here, my 3 years at the club. And I catch up with him once a week, and whether it's just general chat or footy chat, like I mentioned, he's there to speak whenever.
If you don't mind sharing, I just want to ask you, I guess, what is one thing that he's taught you, whether it is kind of on field, like your set shot routine or something like that, that you've learnt from seeing Neil?
Well, he actually reverts a lot to other sports, like he talks about cricket, and he actually recently sent me an article of Jannik Sinner from tennis, and about his final last year and how he was down in the first couple of sets and was able to come back and win. So just little stuff like that.
Yeah, cool.
That you can sort of relate to.
Relatable, yeah. Wicked. Sounds awesome.
Yeah, I know. It's Neil is a very important cog at the club here, and he's very well resourced. So the boys should be seeing him a lot more often, myself included. But let's review the win over the Tigers on the weekend. Nev, what did you think? Strong 51-point win. How did you feel out there?
Yeah, obviously good win. Tough conditions, but it was good. Obviously, see the boys get it done. And obviously myself, if I kicked a bit straighter, would have been a bit better game. But it was good. It's good to get the win over the Tigers in them conditions.
Yeah, you weren't the only one to not have your kicking boots on. I can follow suit there. I had them spinning front ways, sideways, and doing everything but what I should have done. But
we did talk about the conditions, though. Obviously, it was wet.
Toughest kicking conditions I've ever faced.
All right, ever faced my whole
I'm
life.
just making excuses for both of us.
No
here,
worries. You guys did amazing. And obviously, speaking about forwards, Josh Tracy, JT's kicked 5. Absolute bag. What a legend. I feel like, how did you feel working with him on the day, and how have you felt, you guys have progressed?
Yeah, it's been awesome. Obviously I played a bit of footy with him last year, and this year seeing him build over the year and our connection, especially with Dogger as well. It's been really cool, and watching him grow and get better and us all getting better together, that's what we can ask for, really.
So good.
Yeah, it's a nice forward line to kick at when you got young Amiss, a young Tracy, and a young Luke Jackson. I'm obviously not old, but that's going to be a scary good little counter punch in.
Scary good.
Yeah,
give it another plug.
That little reference. It's going to be a very nice combo to have in a few years' time when you boys are certainly at the top of your game. And JT obviously did have his kicking boots on, 5 straight, and lent his boots to Pav pre-game for the curtain raiser. So no wonder he poked him through from anywhere, because he had Pav's juju on his boots. So that certainly would help. Might have to lend mine to Pav before the game as well.
Sneak up forward.
Yeah, but Hayden Young as well, 24 disposals, 2 goals after being on the podcast. Any coincidence in that? Or
not really. I think it's confidence, man, confidence player. You get confidence from the pod. So, Jye, you're in for a big one this weekend, mate.
6-piece or something like that. It's a good number 6.
Nice.
But, there wasn't just Youngie and JT. Chappie's goal from the from the boundary line, the junction.
So good.
Did you think he had it in him, Nev?
Yeah, he was hitting them at training on Friday.
Really?
Yeah, really good set shot. Just a really good set shot.
That's incredible. When I saw a guy out of bounds and Chappie take it, I was like, oh, not that I should do it. Sorry.
He's a defender and you've just potted him. That is not on. Chappie's in next week.
Key word though, he's a defender. I was concerned about him having a set shot from the junction. Anyways, he nailed it. So great. We love that. We might actually need to get him on because he's been kicking goals. And then Coxie's back though. As well.
It certainly was nice to have Coxie back. Yeah, he's I think we know what he brings, but obviously Nev, you would have played a fair bit against him in the summer and that sort of thing. Just give us a little insight to what Coxie brings to the table and what opposition forwards are in for when he's at the top of his game.
Yeah, obviously he reads the ball really well. Great intercept mark. He actually played forward at the start of the year, which was a bit different playing with him, not against him. But yeah, he's an awesome player, reads the ball well. Great interceptor and a great teammate, really.
Yep.
So good. It was so cute seeing Kia and baby Arlo in the crowd as well. He had his kid had his name on his back. It was so sweet.
Yep.
And the little earphones on, a bit like what we're wearing today.
Yeah, he
So
just
God
didn't
bless.
have the mic, but we can get him one of those. Anything else? Obviously, Caleb, first game as captain as well, did a great job as a skip. What did you like from Caleb? Any little snippets that he said on game day that you really liked or really resonated with you?
Or you want Andy back or Alex Pierce back. You can also say it's a safe space here.
Yeah, Caleb's actually been because he actually comes forward a little bit now with our sort of mid-rotation, and he said to me the other day, like he needs to get one the next couple of games. He wants a big mark out the square, like plugger. So he's going to be hunting for one of them in the next couple of weeks, and he's usually the one that comes down there and tries to throw me out of Beacon. So see if he can take one this week.
Well, if he wants a big mark, maybe I should sneak out the other end and be a step ladder for him. Just like it
Yeah,
was for
considering
Shane Bolton.
how good
Yeah.
Shane Bolton.
Thanks,
I
chap.
said to Jor
That's
before,
awesome.
he sat on his head and Jor goes, "No, he absolutely sat on my muffin top."
Yeah, he's on my love handles. He wasn't on my head. But,
No, it's terrible.
nah. Anyway, now we're moving on from the game on the weekend, and we've ended on a sound note, me being a step ladder. And yes, okay, get it, Em. Stop laughing.
I'm not laughing during the ad.
A bit more about you, Nev, the boy from Busso. Tell us about your upbringing down south. Played for the Bustleton Magpies.
Yeah, that's it. The Bustleton Magpies, great club down there, great community, great bunch of people, and obviously it was a smaller country town when I was there and when I was younger, but it's starting to get big and busy now, which isn't great.
Yep. No, it's a great part of the world. It's probably one of my favourites to go and visit. So you're very lucky. I'm very jealous.
So grew up in Busso, went to school all the way through in Busso as well. I guess talk us through just a general upbringing.
Yeah, went to Vass Primary in Cape Naturalist, school down there, and obviously grew up around foster kids. My mum's a foster parent, so
Amazing.
we had lots of different foster kids come in and out of the family. We have 6 with us currently now, so it's pretty cool to go down there in the
Wow.
off season, and so he brings you back down to earth.
And how many siblings do you have?
I have 3 older brothers.
3 older brothers, and then so obviously everyone's out of home now, I presume, or
Yeah, most of my all 3 brothers are pretty much up here.
Yeah, cool.
One's to and from, but my mum and stuff's still down there. So
and still have obviously 6 kids with it at the moment. Oh my goodness, does it range in age or?
yeah, there's a couple of younger ones. I think the youngest is 6 now, maybe 6, 7, and then the oldest is about 15.
Yeah, incredible.
So,
Will they love getting a plug on the pod?
Yeah, they will. I tell them
Yeah,
to watch
well,
it now.
you actually beat me to that because I was about to say you have an amazing family. So in 2008, we got a bit more on that. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but your mum Jeanette, became a foster parent, and across the years, your household has actually been home to 21 foster children.
Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of kids coming and going, and because some stay on respite, some come for long term. But yeah, seeing different kids and different cultures come through the family, it's pretty cool.
Oh, that isn't. What a woman.
Yeah.
We love
What
that.
a family,
What a
too.
family.
Yeah. And what about you? Are you like an older brother? Do you take like a brother sort of relationship in with these kids, or do you sort of are you a bit standoffish? How is it?
Yeah, initially, when I was younger and having foster kids that weren't your real brothers and sisters come into the house, you're a bit standoffish and you become a bit selfish as a little kid and want them all to yourself.
Yeah.
But you learn to grow when you have the kids around, and I just call them my brother and sister now. So
sweet.
Yeah, we're all family, and like I said before, I love getting down there when I can.
Do they come up and watch games at all? And do they just absolutely idolise you playing here at Freo?
Yeah, they do. And Mum picks a couple of kids each week because our car's not big enough to fit them all in.
Oh, so if they're
Whoever's-
listening, you got to do the dishes
Do
this
your
week.
chores,
and
yeah.
you're in.
This week.
Yeah, mow the lawn.
Yeah.
Selection meetings.
Make your bed in the morning, and you're in.
That's brilliant.
Yeah. So obviously, moving on to sort of the draft whole situation, you said you grew up in Busso and down south, sort of zoned to East Perth where you were, and You kicked the most goals in the Waffle Colts comp with 51
Wow.
in your draft year. And you would travel from Busselton to Perth and back for every training session in your draft year. Talk us through that. Was that you driving, mum driving?
How many kids in the car?
Kids in the car. Actually, I didn't have my license, so it was mum. Mum would do the trip up and back. Would have Tuesday, Thursday trainings that I would have to get to, whether it was East Perth, and then we had state footy within that as well. So the Thursday was usually state footy, and then obviously up on the weekend would have to leave about 4 a.m. in the morning because Colts games were pretty early, 9 o'clock. So we'd get up, 4 o'clock, drive up, get the game done, drive back.
What sort of brekkie are you running down the highway? Come on, be honest.
4 wheat bix and a cup of milk.
Really?
Oh,
More distant
brilliant.
than me. I would have had a couple of cheese snags and something like that. A cup of coffee or something.
That's actually disgusting. You would be that
I
guy who
would.
goes to the BP for a crumb sausage.
Apology.
You're a
No.
better man than me. Nicknames as well. We've got Nev, Deadeye. Anything we don't know about? Just no, not quite.
No,
not
not
from
really.
down south. Not in down south nicknames. Were you a surfer? Were you a?
No, I wasn't a surfer.
We'll get into your interests a bit later. You are a keen fisherman though, but
Love to fish, yeah.
yeah. But we're still on you
Sorry,
here.
I just need to hear about his footy journey, though. Sorry,
Yeah,
you were talking about we were talking about your footy journey. So obviously that takes a lot of commitment to come down to Perth twice a week. You were going through the Colts pathway, but also state pathway. I guess then talk us through how you then got drafted, your draft day experience, and then I guess where it led you from there. Like, was it the most exciting time of your life?
Yeah, obviously, like Geordie said, had a good Colts year and sort of, put my name up that end of that year and spoke to a fair few clubs. The only one I didn't speak to was Collingwood. But,
It's okay.
from there, obviously we had a draft night at RSC Arena and, we had, I think it was me, Raz and Jono from here right now. And, it was a really good night. Had all my family there, brother, a couple of the foster kids, and to have your name read out on the
Amazing.
night in front of them people, it's so special.
And to be able to stay here in WA, do you reckon that means a lot to you?
Yeah, definitely. And Mum's probably the main one that's happy with that. Because she missed me quite a bit. So, it's really good to stay here and love the club.
Incredible.
And then to add on to that, so 2022 made your debut in round 8 against North Melbourne, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
Nice.
First kick, first goal club.
Yep.
Yep.
Does that even... This is not in the script,
No,
by
it's
the way,
not.
for the listeners.
And
He's on.
it was a set shot from about 45 directly in front. We all went back and went, this kid's kicking this because he is an unbelievable set shot. And bang, first kick of the AFL.
There
drained
you
it from
have
about
it.
50.
He's gone off script
Yeah.
and he's absolutely
Yeah.
nailed it.
And then that was sort of a high for you. So we'll get to that. What was it like, debut? You realise your childhood dream, I suppose, and how many of the kids and the family made the trip up for that one?
Yeah, there was a fair few. We actually had a massive box. You probably would have seen it on the you probably would have seen it on the TV. The box went crazy.
Yes.
I had pretty much all my family there. The foster kids, uncles, aunties, brothers, their kids. It was the best day, and then to have them in the rooms after. Obviously, dream come true.
You clearly weren't nervous, though. You kicked that set shot. Not a problem at all.
No. I was a little bit nervous actually running out there, but I don't know. Can't remember if I did interview after the game or not, but I may have.
That was more nerve-wracking than
That
the
was
set
more
shot.
nerve, yeah.
And then obviously you pretty much did it all in your first year. You went from debuting, kicking a few snags, to then almost having your season ended, which at the time probably looked like a season-ending injury. So you had a serious kidney injury you suffered at Peel. Was it the week after maybe or 2 weeks after? It wasn't very long after.
Yeah, 2 weeks after.
Yeah, and you're out for 12 weeks
Wow.
before returning into the finals later that year. So talk us through that. You've gone from thinking your season's done, you've played a handful of games, probably thinking AFL finals not on the list for you. Then all of a sudden you get right and you're straight in. Talk us through the whole kidney into finals.
Yeah. Obviously, I'll just start from the debut game. The week after, I actually got dropped that week, and I was pretty upset. Obviously, you play your first game and you want to keep playing, and then you get dropped. But then, obviously went back to Peel. We were playing at South Freo, and I went out for a mark in the pocket and got hit in the kidney.
Oh, my God, ow.
It was, pretty unlucky. Like, the percentage of chance of that happening's pretty low. But, obviously went to hospital that night. Went straight to emergency, and I was in hospital for about a week.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
Was
pretty.
it the most pain you've ever been in?
Yeah, Yep, and it was just I can't remember much of it. A lot of it was a blur, but it was something that it's not like a broken bone or it's actually one of your organs. So it was a scary time. But I'm thankful now that it's fully recovered.
And they fixed your kidney, right? Is that correct? Like they didn't have to obviously imagine if they had to take it out.
Yeah, I was actually lucky. It was only the top half that was sort of damaged, and they said it may not heal, it may heal, but now it's I've had scans afterwards, and it's pretty much fully healed now. So they said we rarely see that. Thank
goodness. Well, I feel like it's so scary. Like I said, when it's an organ, I look at Petrarca at the moment with his spleen as well, and I'm like, I can't even imagine. Like I said, you've got to worry about your health, and I can't even imagine then getting back to play finals. So talk us through what your mindset was at that point.
Yeah, so obviously my rehab, I just had a focus of I just want to play again today, whether that's play again that year, whether it's PL or AFL, and obviously just work my backside off to get back. Obviously it wasn't like a hamstring or something like that. It was something that once it's healed, then you can sort of just get going. Obviously did all I could then, and I think I played 2 or 3 PL games, and then obviously got the call up in the final, and that was I walked into the Electric Theatre here, and Jye basically just said, "You're in, mate," and I didn't have much for him, to be honest.
That is great.
It certainly has been like that for you since then, hasn't it?
Absolutely.
Since that kidney injury, and you're an absolute star. So then 2023, speaking of star, rising star Noam, Fremantle's leading goal kicker with 41 goals in your second year.
Sensational.
Did that exceed your expectations, or did you always have this belief that you're going to come to Freo and be the leading goal kicker in your second year?
Definitely exceeded, I think. Obviously at the start of the year, I didn't get picked for round 1. I actually played the Peel scratch match down there. So, obviously had to work my way back in the team. And then, obviously, I think Nader came out and I got my opportunity and sort of just built from there and then built form over the year. But, definitely coming into the year, I didn't have that high of an expectation. Obviously, I wanted to have an impact, whether it was at PL or at an AFL level, but, probably not to that extent.
And then you spoke about Neil obviously helping before. I guess these are some challenges that some people go through, some people don't. I guess how then did you change your mindset, especially, I guess coming in round 1 and not getting picked would be so hard. I guess how did you change your mindset to get through these tough times?
Yeah, obviously I just wanted to do everything and anything I could just to play at AFL level again, because obviously I got a taste for it the year before playing in 2 big finals and in front of big crowds. So I just wanted to get back to that and did everything I could to sort of get back there. Played a couple of PL games and then got the call up. And once I was in the team, just had to do what I did.
Amazing. Then we've got some goss here.
We've got some it's not really goss, but it's
really.
like, I obviously have mentioned it already. The new
before.
sponsored vid with Toyota during the week. You're a natural in front of the camera, so the club's already coming for you with a few more sponsored videos that you can do around the traps.
We might actually have another sponsor knock on the door after
just knocked it down.
You're right here.
It's not Toyota. But this is another one. I don't know if the fans or any of the listeners have realised this one. Have you, Em? That Jye loves doing this thing with his jumper. He puts the thumbs in there and it starts in like pulls his jumper out like that under his underarms.
Oh.
And it says here, ever notice that? I notice it every single week. And what is it? Is it a habit thing? Is it like a trigger? What is it? Like, is it?
Yeah, it's sort of. I think it's just my resting, just how I rest. Like I just feel that's a comfortable position.
Clearly a habit.
I can rest my arms. I don't have to just hang them down.
Rest your arms.
Yeah. Now that we've brought it up, you will not unsee it if you listen to this podcast. You will never unsee it. But another little couple of quirks that you have. You're an artist. You love your drawing. You do put it on your Instagram quite a bit. Where does that passion come from, or has it always been there?
It's always sort of been there. I did a fair bit of art at school, and it's sort of just growing from there. But I'm going to look to do some different stuff, whether it's painting or water stuff. Drawing just to start off with.
That's great. What a great form of mindfulness. Do you find it's just you can switch off
Yeah.
And do you have anything in particular that you love drawing, or is it just does it change?
Yeah, anything really. And I got my record player there too. I love
Literally about to
records.
bring that up.
I love records, so I got a good collection going at the moment.
So it's not a stitch up. He's just you just know this
it's not a
information
stitch,
about
he's
him.
just a nice guy.
Yeah.
It's cool stuff. So I just
Cool
wanted to bring it
stuff.
up.
Record player.
Another cool thing that we've just got wind of is that your stepdad, I believe, has this distinct whistle at Optus Stadium, and you can hear it. You know it's him. What's the whistle? What's it about?
And where does he sit for you to hear this?
But apparently it's a loud and distinct whistle, and Nev knows what it is. But is this to get you back on task? Is it I'm watching?
Does it tell you to get your thumbs out of your jumper?
It's very so like that. Maybe a little bit longer. Yeah. But it's usually at one of the breaks when it's a bit quieter. He whistles to me and I can just look up there. He gives me a wave. Come back down. It's
Give us the whistle.
You can call it a trigger.
I need to hear it. Oh okay.
But really
It's a trigger.
loud. Like, I don't know how he does it, but
No, that's awesome. That is awesome. And then you also love your fishing. You're a bit of a catch and cook sort of guy. You live in
Lives off the
Adelaide.
land.
Applecross at the
Close.
moment. He
Yeah.
gets down to the river, catches his own flathead. We'll take him up and cook him up for dinner. How awesome is that?
He's a man that lives off the land.
Yeah.
He's from the country.
Yeah.
He's living the dream and he's working the land. I
That's it.
like it. No, tell us about this hobby. I think that's
Screams
brilliant.
Bustleton.
yeah. So obviously I grew up in Busselton, fished heaps down there, had a boat. Actually my stepdad has a boat as well that we take out from Safety Bay in the summer. But yeah, I always love my fishing and I live really close to the river in Applecross there. And on my off day, you got to go down about lunchtime because you got to wait for the tide to go on its way out because the flatheads sit on the edge of the bank.
The new Rex Hunt. Here he is.
But yeah, I just love it. Just go out there, chuck my AirPods in, or just take a bag out.
Great.
Chill on the river.
I love this. Like
Yeah.
people surely wouldn't know this about
They
Jye.
wouldn't know. And I often want to, go with him and get to hang out and catch some fish, but he never takes me.
Oh, well,
I think
now
he does
sit
want me to catch
calling
bigger
me,
ones, you know?
doesn't. That's what it is.
Yeah, but no, that's awesome. And then the last one I've sort of got is your mum. It's not about you, but your mum breeds French bulldogs. Is that true?
Oh.
Yeah, she does. She's been doing it for quite a bit now. But
Your mum is a woman I need to meet.
What a
She's
cool family.
Bloody ripper.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can probably imagine we got all them foster kids at home. Then we have our 3 dogs as well, and they all 2 of them have litters of puppies as well. So.
We'll give your mum a plug so she can sell her puppies and,
Yeah.
get them going.
How do people get in contact with her to
Blue
buy a puppy?
Blue Jean Frenchies on Instagram is an Instagram page. If you wanna have a look.
There we go. We like
it
that. You got to look after the family, so you're in every right to plug your mum because she's amazing.
Yeah.
Transform your home into a smart home and save money with MyPlace.
MyPlace. Aircon Smarts reduces power, costs, and transforms your house into an energy-efficient, fully connected home, controlled by a smartphone app.
The MyPlace system can integrate with smart lights to set the vibe from the bed, the couch, or wherever.
The garage, so you'll never forget to shut the roller door.
Smart curtains, automated to sunshine and heat.
And security, to see who's at the door.
MyPlace is truly affordable, comfort and control.
Get MyPlace today. Google MyPlace by Advantage Air. We're on to the next segment, which is sponsored by our friends at MyPlace. And this is each week, this is a new one, Nev. Our guest has to build the ultimate Freo player. You're stealing 4 attributes from your teammates. And the attributes are strength, aerial, star power, and best vision on the field. So we'll let you take it away.
Did you, listen to last week's episode?
No.
We're not going to show him their
No,
prototype.
back of it, no.
Okay.
So we'll start with strength from the club.
I'd probably go Moose, Alex.
Nice.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Good one.
Yeah, nice. Aerial.
Ariel. Probably go Lukey.
Yeah, nice. Star power.
Star power. What's that?
So like
X Factor.
X Factor.
Don. Brandon Walker.
What are you going with?
Don.
Yeah. What sort of X Factors Donny bringing? Do not say speed or I'll be fuming.
I hope you say
Change
speed.
the direction.
Righto.
He's agile.
Nah, Don is. I think if you're going for like all round, Don's just good looking, big muscles, fast.
But if you're going for speed, he wants it to be himself.
So nah, it's just more
Hang on, sorry. Were you going aerial, Luke Ryan?
Luke Ryan.
Yeah.
And vision, who sees the
Vision.
game. suppose you could interpret it however you want.
It could be any. Yeah, I feel like
Sees the game well, or when he's got ball in hand, like and
knows
just
where people
Heath
awareness.
Chapman.
Chappy. Right.
Can I just make
Real
a point?
Heavy defender.
Defenders.
Yeah.
We have
yeah.
got
We haven't
4
had a defender on the podcast yet,
defenders.
so-
Yes.
He's done this on purpose. This is the best thing I've
Yeah.
ever seen.
Nah, we like him. He's coming back.
That is unreal. There's 4 defenders right there.
Yeah.
Even for X Factor, like surely
Yeah.
you'd think like it's a forwards award. Nah,
Yeah.
not at all because we've got Walker in there.
It's sort of interesting. Like,
That's great.
depends what sort of play you're building here. You're clearly building a defender. Like you could build a
Nah,
really
but
cool.
defenders
player.
can play anywhere, mate. So it's fine.
Yeah, we had
Versatility.
chaps kicking goals.
Yeah.
Chaps
It's
kicking
fine.
goals.
Don's a model.
Don
Luke
just
is
looks
good in the air, and Moose is pretty strong. Well, it looks so. Yeah, but
I love that.
yeah.
Well, anyways, I really like that player, but we are moving on to the best segment, and that is getting defensive.
I don't like Freo. I've never liked.
Nah, that's a lot of feedback on Twitter,
I know
so
you do.
I don't. I'll take
It's all
that
tongue in
back.
cheek.
Now, just let me start my timer this week. I'm actually taking this seriously. So, Em, when you're ready to go.
No, hang on. I've got to explain. Jye
Yep.
might not know.
Yep.
This is just a round of quickfire questions.
Right.
So, Youngie elaborated last week on his answers, and Jordan didn't like it, so he's going to start a timer. So, hopefully, you're going to be the winner this week because we're going to pump them out.
No, and it's not just Youngie. It started with Sharpie. Sharpie.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it's me.
No, well, Em segment. You can't get a grip on it at the moment, but yeah. So it's not just. It's been a big theme. It's not just
It has.
one person.
Okay.
But maybe there is a common denominator.
Right.
Let's go.
Who's got the quickest so far?
Youngie?
Youngie.
Worst thing about having a locker next to Alex Pearce.
Mess.
Best dressed teammate.
Brandon Walker.
Favourite board game.
Monopoly.
Death row meal.
Mum's homemade spaghetti gob.
Last time you called your mum.
Yesterday.
What are you most afraid of?
Snakes.
Coffee of choice.
Oat long mac.
Pre-game superstition.
Hop in the pool.
Best junior footy moment.
Kicking 13.
Name another team you follow in another sport.
Miami Heat.
Biggest name following you on Instagram.
Cam Green.
Done. Nah, that's winner.
Oh, it is. It's literally 59 seconds 45. So that's
writing
the
that
Clark.
down.
That's top of the Clark medal.
That's top the leaderboard after
Sorry,
2 rounds.
I've made my own medal here. I've made my own medal. Certainly the
medal.
fastest.
He's trying to say
Death
he's
row
fast.
meal. The Swan River Flathead missed out on the
Yeah.
death row meal.
Yeah, also,
Lucky.
we stumped you with the name
Favourite-
another team
yeah.
you follow. Like, a
I
few
don't-
crickets there for a while.
I don't really watch many team sports. Like I watch tennis.
Oh, team. Oh, I feel like you could have changed it if you wanted to. That's kind of cool. Who's your favourite tennis player?
Rafael.
Yeah, okay, nice.
Left-hander. Is that why?
Not quite.
Or just real good looking?
Good looking.
Yeah.
I did like,
Nice
though,
guy.
there was the longest answer, but I did like that you mentioned your mum's homemade.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, that's really nice.
And
you know.
called his mum yesterday.
Yeah, it's beautiful, really.
We'll confirm that. If you've lied to us, you're in trouble.
Anyways, I'm actually not like, I actually don't mind what you've brought in here. We go through it quickly and then we can go back.
Yeah, so you can go back and
quite
talk about it.
nice.
Scared of snakes? I can live with you there because I am petrified.
Really?
Even if a dead one was on the road,
Yeah.
I am petrified.
Far out. We need to bring you like a fake
No,
snake in.
you don't. Talk us through the oat long mac.
Oat long mac. So
Yeah.
originally I was just a normal latte. Mm-hmm. And
With
then,
cow's milk or oat milk?
With cow's milk.
Yep.
And then I started having sugar in my coffee initially.
Ah,
And then I actually reverted to oat milk because it's slightly sweeter.
okay.
That's the only
And
only
then
reason.
the long mac just because you,
The long mac.
topped
is
up.
because- Long, extra
Sounds
shot,
cool.
so it's a stronger coffee
but
than a normal
still topped
latte.
up though.
But
Yeah.
still topped up.
Okay.
Yep.
Sounds pretty cool.
Sounds pretty
And
good.
best junior footy moment, kicking 13. 13 straight, I imagine. Didn't
Yeah.
miss.
That is
The-
sickening.
The team wasn't very good,
Yeah.
but just rock. Just had
Didn't
to,
think
just
to
had to
bring your
rock up.
teammates
the-
into the game at
The
all?
Busselton
or-
Magpies.
Our junior team was actually Towns, which is off from Busselton.
No.
yeah, they weren't.
He said, boys, jump on my back. I'm kicking 13 today.
I'm never. Give it here. But
Moving
yes, we'll move on. And this is the new, well, not the new segment, but a one that I kind of like a lot, the McFarlane Medal.
Oh, Luke McFarlane right on half-time. It's McFarlane! And Luke McFarlane!
So, Nev, this is an award that we're going to dish out at the end of the year. We've coined the McFarlane Medal to highlight your best defensive act that you liked from a teammate on the weekend. I'm going to start with Chappie. Started off ball. For those of you that don't know, it's the fat side of the ground. Bit of a switch kick, and along the interchange side, Richmond sort of worked the ball up, got it out the back, and Chaps run about 170-odd metres to nail Mansell and take him over the boundary line to stop a goal. So Chap gets my vote this week.
Brilliant. And he kicked a goal. So great.
Yeah, throw that in there too.
Perfect. Well, Joe, I'm going to give you my McFarlane medal for this week. Well, it's not the medal because it's not the winner. I don't know why I said that. My nomination for it. When we lost Drapes, Dogger was caught on the mark, and you actually got back to then spoil the ball over the line. So that is absolutely huge.
Yep.
Didn't have any tools down there, and you took it off your own back. It would have been nice if you had to kick 13, but we value this stuff.
Yeah, that
so
equals
well done.
about 13.
It does.
Yeah, we like that. What's your one? You got one?
Are we allowed to go the same? Has to be
You
different.
can, yeah. You can go
mine
the
was,
same.
I was actually sitting on the bench at the time, and I saw it. Clearly. Chap's massive chase from the other side of the
Huge.
ground. And to be able to take it over and cause the stoppage, can't ask more.
Unreal.
Chap could be clubhouse leader. 2 votes on that
he has.
already.
Also,
and
though,
kicked a goal. So.
he hasn't really got any votes in the last couple of weeks, though. Switter's got a few.
Swit's up there.
Swit's
yeah.
definitely up there.
He's certainly hogging it. But here we go. This is probably the favourite segment.
good.
The new one. I've jumped the gun because I was that excited. McFarlane's not the new one. This is the new one. The people segment. The voice memos are in.
Can I just say, I did have a message in the week, and I've seen Cohen is back this week, our fantasy man, and he has literally messaged me to say, Driz, tell Clarky I wasn't having a go at him, but I did like when he got 150 Dream Team points.
So I assume he liked when I got 57 as well then, if he's having a crack.
So can't
That's
wait to
all
hear
right.
what
What a
he has
good
to say.
man.
But
It's all
no.
in good fun, good spirit. But first cab off the rank, we've got Travis.
Hey crew, love the podcast. I got a few ideas for Youngie's nickname. The first one is Oldie, because if he doesn't like being called Youngie, we can call him Old. The second one is based around his accurate kicking. We could call him Pinpoint, and you could shorten that to Pinny. And the third one is also based around his accuracy, and that is the Dart, because he's always hitting them bullseyes.
Nah, Oldie's absolutely sent me.
Oldie. He's thought long and hard about Oldie. Yeah.
I just couldn't make eye contact with him.
That's Travis' head, wasn't it? Oh.
I
I liked Pinny. Pinpoint was like, I was like, mate, that doesn't roll off the tongue. But Pinny's like not bad. I think that's my favourite. If we're going to roll with Pinny, Nev?
We'll go with Pinny.
We could give Pinny a whirl, but I'm not
Also, my question is, though, I want to know what Travis's nickname is.
Yeah, it has to be Travis' head.
Who came up with it?
It's not bad.
Moving on, your favourite
Yeah,
next
Fisher
name?
and Paykel, we got the fridge.
Hey, Driz the Fizz and Jordan the Boredom. Just wondering if there's any musicians at the club. I like Moose's music taste. I know you guys don't tend to like it, but maybe if you listen to it before the game, might come out firing a bit more, maybe. Just maybe. Anyway, stay cool. Fridge.
I'm sorry, but
Stay cool, fridge. I
The
like what he's
start,
done
though.
there, but is that saying that we've started games poorly, Em? Is he?
also, I'm like, we asked for a nickname for Youngie, not for us. We don't need any more on our names, but yeah, I
Sure
don't.
what he called me there, but let's not run with that.
Also, I'm not sure. So, hang on. There was sort of a question in there about
Moose's
musician
music
and who is there anyone else that's a musician in the group?
There's a couple of rappers. Jono actually has a couple.
Rappers?
Jono has a couple of rap songs with his mates on Spotify.
Stop it.
Yeah.
I met Jono's dad last week, and it's not surprising that this is the vibe we get. Okay, so-
I play a bit of Mozart on piano and stuff
of
like
course.
that. So
But you would say Jono then. We're going with Jono.
We'll go Jono.
And how do you guys feel about listening to some rap before going out?
No, well, he's talking about Moose's music taste, and I can quite frankly tell you I'm absolutely not getting into that. So.
Okay.
It doesn't really get you up and about.
Nah. Nev, you're a country music man, aren't you?
Love country.
Yeah.
Yes, actually,
we missed that.
We did miss that, but we can quickly talk about it now.
Yeah.
Go-to country song that you're going to play in the gym or whenever, and what's your form like down at Honky Tonks in Freo?
Favourite song would be Chattahoochee by Alan Jackson.
Yeah.
Real American country. That's what I love. And then Honky Tonk. Good place.
Bit of line dancing?
Bit of line dancing.
Yeah, nice.
Good time.
Yes. Very nice. Back to the people. Bella.
Hey, Driscoll and Clarky, loving the pod. So I heard that Andy Brayshaw is running a lunchtime quiz. And so I just wanted to know if you all could choose your ultimate quiz team from both the men's and the women's team, who would you choose?
Okay.
That's actually
a good question.
Great question.
Yeah.
How many people are we going for, do you reckon, in the team?
Oh, team 5.
5,
All
okay.
right, you go.
Me. No, I don't want to go first. I'm struggling.
All right. I'll go. Banners.
Yep.
Switter. Andy, he's actually very intelligent. Luke, right? No. Myself, certainly not.
Corbs
probably gets a look in.
Probably Corbs.
Yeah, okay.
Just knows a lot of people got the answers, And one more. Who are we thinking, Nev? Probably Oscar McDonald. That's a good one, I reckon.
Yeah.
There's my team.
I'm thinking about our list right now. I've got one sure answer.
How do you not know your teammates?
No, I do. I'm literally just. I need a.
You need
I need
to
a
get
visual.
the team list up.
I need
That
a visual.
is pathetic.
I need a
You're
visual.
lucky the leadership group's vote's not this week. You're in all sorts.
Okay, I've got mine. Jess Lowe, lawyer. She also just knows a lot, general knowledge. Pewey, Laura Pugh, Ash Brazel, and Megs Kaufman, Maddie Scanlon. I'm done.
All right, we'll move on to Alex.
Hey, legends. Always wanted to know, do you find it easy or difficult to stay away from comments on social media and posts in the newspaper? And has it gotten easier throughout your career? Cheers.
Nev?
You see a little bit.
Yeah.
But it depends who you are. Some people read it, some people don't.
Yeah. No, it's impossible not to see anything because we are human. We do have social media as well. But no, I personally have turned all my stuff off, unfollowed all those pages. I won't say like pot them or anything, but because that's their job at the end of the day. But yeah, it's irrelevant to me. The only opinions that matter to me is JL's, the coaches, my teammates, my family, and probably my close friends. So apart from that, someone's opinion on Facebook doesn't bother me too much. And at the end of the day, you're allowed to have your opinions. So
That's great. Yeah, no, I like that.
But it has certainly, to answer
in the past.
Other back, you got to learn probably the hard way as a young player, I suppose. But yeah, it's taken 6 years for me to get to this point, and I've gotten a lot better at it.
Yeah, it's definitely hard. I feel like social media is definitely the hardest. Like, I wouldn't go and read a news article necessarily, or the paper. So I feel like social media is definitely one. I think especially in the AFLW space, when there can be quite a few like stereotypical thoughts thrown around and comments thrown around that, I feel like you just have to ignore it, block it out. And like I said, I feel like don't take feedback from someone you wouldn't ask advice from is something that I always tell myself. And
that's nice.
We'll go in with a quote there.
Gold from this.
Considering I didn't have my teammates.
All right,
Cohen, you're on.
And we're at the Cohen again.
Hey, Clarky, Driz, me again. Clarky, I'm happy with you on the weekend. Solid 97. Chucked the C on Rhino, so I got double his points. He got 101. A few more marks would have helped, but love Rhino. This time we've got a question for you, Driz. What do we think of the Waffle W? Granny on the weekend was a pretty good one.
I just love his plug on the points. Just
He's done the old. Very happy with it. Bang! Not enough marks. Yeah. Mate, we're not dumb.
But I think he's still bringing it back to, you probably should have put the C on you, and you would have doubled those points. But 97 is certainly better than 50, so keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, I'm only talking to you two. Waffle W Grand Finals on the weekend. Claremont beat East Freo by 3 points. They have also played in the last 3 Grand Finals against each other. obviously horrendous weather, and it was basically East Freo kicked a goal to be up in the last quarter, and then Claremont kicked one right at the very end to then win the game by 3 points. So for me, it was the last quarter was a thriller. Before then, it was pretty, like I said, wet and scrappy. There was puddles all over Joondalup Stadium. So it was, certainly tough to watch because I feel like I felt bad for the girls. But last quarter was a thriller, and I'm glad that the Tigers came away with the win. It was a day to celebrate women's football.
Good, thank you. Like that. Who's got the ledger? Was it 3-0 to the Tigers or?
So 1-1. They'd both 1-1.
I thought they played in the last 3 grand finals.
Sorry, this was the third in a row. Was it?
So then how's it at 1-1?
No, they won. East Freo won the year before.
Yeah.
Claremont won the year before that.
Oh, so it's 2-1 to Claremont.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
It's getting to the end. I can't do maths.
Number 9, who we got?
All right. How good he's thrown it to me because he doesn't know how to pronounce this. Dandadong. We've got Malika.
Hey, Jordan and Emma, loving the pod. Just want to know what is the worst in-club punishment that you've received, and if you've done it or if you opted to pay the fine instead.
You made a start or you?
Go.
Having to do the potty with Em is pretty bad. No, that's certainly not it. What? Having lunch out on the Oval and you got to bring a mate, and when I had to do it, it was raining. so had to sit out in the rain, and sorry to the bloke I stitched up.
Who'd you stitch up?
I can't remember who it was.
Oh, how good's that? It mustn't have been your mate.
No, it was a couple of years ago. My first year at Freo.
And you have a dig at me for not remembering my teammates.
Well, Em, you see them every day.
I know my teammates. I just had to have a visual.
2 years ago. Nev, your worst punishment?
I've had lunch on the Oval.
Yeah.
It's not great when it rains. No umbrella. Cold.
Yeah.
Windy.
Wet food. Beautiful.
Wet food as well. A couple bits of bread. Not bread, really.
Bit of soup.
There you go. Piece of lettuce. Mine is going to be when you miss your training screening form. If you miss your training screening form, you have to do an assault bike. And that's just not nice. Like in the mornings, how are you feeling? If you miss that, you're on for an assault bike. Moving on, we have Ruby and Mabel.
Hey guys, it's Ruby and Mabel. We want to know if you were to pick a goal celebration song, what would it be?
I love the in-sync
talking. Aussie got talent there. They're a little duet. Not bad. Nev, you take us off the top. What would your song be?
What would my song be? Probably my favourite country song.
Yep, which is...
Chattahoochee, Alan Jackson.
Oh, that's hard.
Cold beer never broke my heart for me.
Perfect.
Is that allowed? Or Bruce Springsteen, I'm on fire.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
That'd be pretty good, wouldn't it?
I actually like a bit of Doja Cat.
Yes.
Like maybe... I mean, Paint the Town Red's a classic, but...
Yeah.
I feel like I could go with that. We sing that in the
I feel like the
rooms.
fans wouldn't care what we pick because we don't kick goals. But if he picked a stinker, they'd be off because they'd have to listen to it all the time.
Yeah. Oh, no, I don't know if they probably wouldn't even know your country
Probably wouldn't.
song.
It's got a good beat, though.
Oh, okay.
Well, maybe
It's called Chattahoochee.
Chattahoochee.
We've got to play it.
Good
Alan
music video
Jackson.
too, actually.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, so reminder to leave your voice memos, and good spelling, voice memo, in the podcast show notes or YouTube description. Or keep an eye out for the link in our Instagram bio story during the week. That wasn't actually Em, that was Brett.
But also, it's probably how you'd pronounce it.
What?
You've been missing your words recently.
Oh,
anyway,
that's probably
voice
fair
memo.
enough too.
How good's throwing the one name that you didn't know how to pronounce? That's brilliant. Good by you. Anyways,
so get
yes.
involved. We're about involvement.
And also, we appreciate the voice memos. Brett has been listening to thousands, so please keep sending them in. And we're sorry if you don't get picked. It's a tough selection process.
How the cards fall sometimes, isn't it?
But anyways, get them in, and the boys are off to Tassie tomorrow morning.
Last time we played in Launceston was a W against the Hawks in Fifey's 200th game. Interesting week, though. We got Piercy, Drapes, Walks, all tests to return. It will be interesting to see the final team. And
Are we pumped? Are you excited?
yeah.
Tassie will be cold.
No, Tassie will be good.
Something new. Never played there.
Great.
Yeah. But we'll wrap it up then, Nev. And how'd you go, mate? Did you enjoy that?
Loved it.
Yeah.
We'll do it again.
Yes.
Out of 10, how do you think you went?
13.
I don't know. How do you think I went?
He's thrown it back. No, we're not allowed to tell you
Yeah.
until next week. So you have to listen next week because we'll review.
Well, Em's number 3. I'm number 6. So we'll give you a 9.
Yeah, okay.
There you go.
No, I thought you did a really good job, and I think you are the winner of the current
Yeah, he
winner
holds
of
the Clark medal.
Clark medal. So
Clubhouse
well
leader.
done.
The Clark House leader.
Thank you for listening to the Better Town Back podcast, powered by MyPlace.
Thank you.